Hello, welcome to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are charmed and dangerous.
Because you know we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
Dangerous.
Pew pew. Pew pew. Ooh, you like that blow?
Yeah.
You like that stroke? Ooh. And in today's video, we are coming back at y'all with another Zodiac list, a reaction list.
Y'all love these.
Y'all love
and
these.
I love that you love these.
Right, and we love doing them. This week, we're going to be talking about the only thing your sign does well.
It's kind of problematic.
It's really
the whole list. So please, like if you're one of those people that just skips to your own sign, remember that like all of these are problematic in their own way. And again, we didn't make this list.
We don't make this
We're
list.
just reacting to it.
Exactly.
Don't be mad at me.
So, let's start from the top. Aries.
The only thing Aries does well is destroy.
Yikes!
Like that's pretty fucked
I feel like
up.
that's fucked up, and they definitely don't. Like, I feel like Aries get a lot of bad rep. Like, yes, they're the fighters and stuff like that, but also, to me, they are protectors. You know what I mean? They don't just burn shit to the ground.
Like, you have to do something for Aries to be coming at you like that. And I feel like I hate it because also that's just Aries' nature, their intensity.
Yeah.
You know, they're Mars ruled. So if they're there to destroy, someone probably triggered them.
Yes.
Or they really like you.
Yes.
Because I've talked about this. I feel like Aries, when they like you, they can be mean.
Yeah.
You know, because that's their way of like flirting a little bit. So they'll like destroy or like create a scene just to see if you're looking or not.
Yeah.
Like look how intense I am.
Right. But Aries really are lovers too. You know what I mean?
For sure.
They love very passionately.
I literally have a mom that's an Aries and my boyfriend has an Aries Mercury and Venus. And Aries energy to me, I feel so safe with them. So tell me how, as a Scorpio, I would be with someone that just loves to destroy.
Yeah.
Like, no.
No. It was mean. Honestly, like we said, this whole list is kind of
I know. I'm like torn between like, do I want to be toxic with it?
Right.
Or do I want to like protect them and be like, no, this isn't you.
Some of y'all are gonna get the toxicity.
Oh my god, no. Then they're gonna get all mad.
Like, you love this sign, you hate my sign.
We love and hate all of you.
Exactly. Equally. Next is Taurus, and it says the only thing Taurus does well is have sex.
Sex. And I think that's funny because I have personally always thought Taurians are really vanilla when it comes to their sex. That doesn't mean you're bad at sex, like it just means you're vanilla with it.
Yes.
And I feel like I could see this because of the fact that they're so pleasure oriented.
Yes.
You know, they love to pleasure people, they love being pleasured. It's that Venus, you know what I mean? Like, rub on me, baby.
Yes. I feel like they're very sensual and sexual beings. You know what I mean? Like, they're definitely very
they're
sexual.
always horny.
Yes.
You know?
but I also feel like, I'm gonna be real, I've seen some Taurians, you know what I mean, who are a little awkward and uncomfortable with their bodies, you know? So I feel like to have really good sex and to like be loving sex all the time, you have to feel like sexy and stuff, you know? And I don't think all Taurians like feel that way all the time.
Well,
I think they can be a little...
see the point you're making, and I'm gonna hit you back with this. I feel like they love sex so much that they don't know how to be normal sometimes.
Oh,
listen,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like act normal. Like I've had Taurus friends before tell me like their inner workings, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what you were thinking about at this time? Like,
you little horn dogs.
And maybe it's because I'm your sister's sign, a Scorpio. Like, we love sex too, so maybe that's why I'm like, I know y'all dirty.
Right.
All right, next we have Gemini, and it says the only thing Gemini does well is talk. And yes, like actually, they can just talk in circles around you. I swear to God, I feel like you can come into a conversation and like know that you're gonna win this argument, but Gemini will talk and throw so many random facts at you that you'll literally be like, I don't even know what was the point of this conversation.
Right.
Like, I don't even know why I was here. I'm gonna go?
Yeah. They like came in, took the conversation over, rocked you around 3 times, and then you're like, yeah, what were we even talking about?
Actually.
Because the subject has been changed 10 times now. But leave it up to a Gemini to still like bring it back after having 20 conversations and be like, but remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, no,
Nobody else
true.
does, but Gemini does.
No, it's absolutely true. And honestly, as a Gemini moon, I feel like I enjoy being around Gemini suns because they will never let something be awkward. And like sometimes I feel like I have to be the one that makes shit not awkward.
Yeah.
But when a Gemini is there, I feel like I have like a team.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like they're really good at engaging with everybody there, even if they don't know you.
Yes.
They're really good at starting that conversation with you, and they're really good at making everyone feel heard. You know, even though they love to talk, they also like to listen to you.
Yeah, because they want to be having a conversation with you. They want that dialogue. They like to engage with you in that conversation.
I know, but sometimes I'm like, Gemini, shh, it's not your time.
Right.
Let other people talk too.
It's easier one-on-one when they're in a group.
I know, and I'm like, maybe I do that too sometimes. Sometimes I need to shut up too. I just love talking. That's why we're here.
Next is Cancer, and it says, the only thing you do well is dream. And I feel like in some ways I kind of get this, because I feel like Cancers, you know, they do really well at like kind of like playing make-believe and kind of, you know, making things, that sounds crazy, making things up in your head. I don't mean it like that.
Trying to gaslight them.
No, I feel like they're really good at creating things.
No, I feel like, yeah. I feel like the way I thought of this is Cancer, we've talked about this more than anything in life, they want to settle down and have that like dream home and like the perfect family. Like that is essentially what they want. Whatever their sense of safety is, they want that. And I feel like they spend a lot of time maybe dreaming about that.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how they can manifest that into their life. But I don't think it's the only thing that they do well.
No.
I feel like they know how to take care of people really well.
Agreed. And I feel like I was thinking before that they're good at visualizing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me,
Yeah, because they're cardinal.
Exactly. To me, that's very much like a dream state. But again, I wouldn't say dream is what they do best.
But if we want to keep it toxic, the only thing Cancer does well is hit below the belt. Like, I have said this before, I really feel like because they're so sensitive, and you know, as a water sign, I understand, they just know how to hit right there where it hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, really, really well. Like, people, I have been hurt before in my life, but the way Cancer placements have hurt me, I still feel it.
They linger.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it could be something like super casual, like
Right.
you're just like hitting each other back with like a funny diss, and then they'll say, and your dad's dead. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like, fuck.
Next, the only thing Leo knows how to do well is cry.
I feel like I don't agree with that.
I really don't agree with that.
agree with that.
Maybe because like they don't cry in front of people, but I truly don't see Leos cry often.
No, me either.
They're like, I'm too pretty for this.
Yeah, I feel like they may like get upset and cry if they don't feel like they're being seen or respected.
Appreciated.
You know what I mean? But I feel like to me, Leos they're really good at being brave, you know, at any given moment. Like kind of being open and taking the lead. That's what I would say that this sign does well for me.
Yeah, I feel like they're good at making you feel seen too. I feel like.
They know how to shine the light
Exactly.
on themselves and on you.
Yeah. They're good at being the main character.
Yes. Next is Virgo, and it says, the only thing Virgo does well is ignore.
Yeah, I feel like they are really good at that. Let me make my point. Virgos are really good at like telling you where you're fucking up, what's wrong with you, this is how you can better yourself, but they completely ignore like their own shortcomings. Like, you know what I mean? Like Virgo, I feel like because they're so fixated on fixing everybody around them, they ignore what they're going through often.
Yes. No, I think that is true. I think it's true. I also feel though, ignoring certain things can bring them great anxiety. You know what I mean? Like I agree that they ignore their emotions probably more, but like they would not ignore like something hanging around or something about you looking off, you know?
I feel like that's how they make themselves feel better is when they're fixing their things in their external environment.
Yeah.
Like truly we talk about how obsessed Virgos are with being perfect, but I feel like they're perfect when it comes to external things.
Yeah.
Their environment, work. You know what I mean? They're really good at a lot of these things, but internally Virgo is a stress ball.
Yeah.
You know, they ignore their emotions often.
Yeah. Maybe this one is right. Sorry, Virgo.
But also a good thing that you guys do well is, you know, you love to be organized. Good job.
Nobody does organization like y'all.
All right, next we have Libra, and it says the only thing Libra does well is sleep. And I mean, I get that.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
I could see it because everyone talks about how Libra can be really lazy.
Yeah.
Because Libra is just, they're so pretty and like everything just works out. And like, oh my God, I need my beauty sleep.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? And Libra truly, like Venus, expects everything to just be pleasant all the time without having to work for it. But I don't know if that's the thing that Libra does well. I would say what Libra does well is instigation.
Yes! No, that is so true. And I also agree with you that like Libras definitely have a lazy streak, and I think it's again because of that Venusian like influence on them. And I would agree that, you know, instigating or politicking like would be something that they're very good at.
Oh
you know, they know how to.
Yeah, for sure.
Go out there
to the
with the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like you could go to a Libra's house and be like, oh my God, Libra, you're sleeping. Like, we have to go to this event. Libra will get themselves together in 30 minutes, go to the event, talk to everybody, and make the most friends in that room.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just how Libra works. And maybe it's because of that reason why they can be so lazy, because they know when it's time to get up and do shit, they can effortlessly make shit happen. Yeah. Like, because they're so good at communicating with people and like kind of like getting what they want. That's also why they're instigators. You know? They're so good at being like, did you know that so-and-so da-da-da-da-da? And then they just walk away and right. People are like, how did this conversation even start? Libra's not there anymore. They're at home sleeping.
Next we have Scorpio, and it says the only thing Scorpio does well is fight.
I feel offended. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. I mean, I feel like with Aries and Scorpio, they definitely pulled that Mars energy.
For sure.
And I don't know, what do you think as an outsider looking in? Do I love to fight? Or no, am I, the question is it
the
what I
only
like
thing
to
you do well?
Is it the thing I do well?
Yes. I'm gonna be real. I feel like Scorpios are very good at fighting with their words and probably their fists too. You know, I feel like Aries often get that badge of honor, but I believe Scorpios got them hands for you too.
Yeah, it's just like we don't like to get it there. Usually it's like, you know, it's that internal energy of Mars, so I want to mentally prove my point.
Exactly. Which again could be even more harsh sometimes, you know, like the fighting words, like those last longer than sometimes these scars that an Aries could give you.
It's true. I also feel like it would have been good if it was manipulate. I feel like Scorpio can be manipulative. Yeah. And then if we want it to be something positive, I feel like empower. I feel like we like to empower people, especially like we've talked about so many times before when we felt powerless and we had to find out how to feel powerful again. Once we did that, we want to help other people understand that aspect of themselves too. So I feel like Scorpios are really good at empowering people, which is also similar to manipulate. Yeah. You know, because you can use your power for good or bad. You know? All right, next we have Sag, and it says the only thing that Sag does well is hide.
I feel like that's really offensive.
I know. I'm like, was the person that made this list, was their ex like a Sag?
Yeah, you know, because I feel like that's really cool.
That's really cool. I also feel like it's just not true. Like, I feel like Sagittariuses don't like to hide. If anything, you guys like to be front and center.
Right. And we also value truth. You know what I mean? I know that sometimes we have a hard time taking in other people's truths. I know it's easy for us to give it out, but I could see maybe we hide from other people's truths when they're trying to tell us. I
was gonna say, I feel like the only thing maybe Sag does well is run away. If we're being, you know, if we're doing the mean one. Because when shit gets a little too serious, sometimes Sag doesn't like it. Yeah. You know?
That's fair.
And you guys love to travel, so you're gonna run away.
Bye.
Yeah.
I feel like a positive one for us Sagittarius could be that, you know, we're good at like learning or teaching, anything kind of around like knowledge sharing. I feel that Sagittarius are really good at that.
Yeah, I also feel like one of the best things one of my favorite things about Sag that you guys do well is remaining positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When everyone else, literally for the life of them, cannot come up with one positive thing about a shitty situation, Sag is the one that comes through and it's like, well, look at it from this angle.
Yeah.
You know, and no matter what's going on around me, I'm gonna stay positive. I don't know a lot of people that can do that.
True. Next is Capricorn, and it says the only thing Capricorn does well is spend.
That is not true.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
I really don't know. Why would they say that? Because like they like to spend their money?
I mean, because I don't know, because they work. I don't know. To me, when I thought of this, I was like, I mean, I guess Capricorns like work hard and then they like also know how to play hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They know how to have a good time.
Maybe the only thing they do well is work. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure. That was the easy
Which is
one.
like a good one and a bad one because Capricorns really know how to hustle.
Yeah.
But also they are known for being a little bit cold and focusing on their work or things like that rather than like their family, friends,
like
and
too
shit
business
like that.
oriented. Like, where's your heart?
Yeah.
In it, you know? So yeah, that could be. I like that one. Work. That's good for them. I mean, I guess another one for Capricorn could be like, you know, they have really good structures in place. Like we were talking about this before. Like I feel like Capricorns are really good with their boundaries and setting structures and processes in place for them. So I feel like that's something that they do really well and other signs don't do as well.
For sure. And discipline too.
Discipline.
And I feel like sometimes that discipline is what makes them cold.
Yeah.
And why people sometimes are like, Cap, you just care about working.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that comes from their discipline.
Yeah.
But Cap also, like, warm up a little bit. All right, next one we have Aquarius, and it says the only thing Aquarius does well is deceive.
Damn!
Oh my god. I feel like that's funny. That's really funny because I feel like when Aquarius finds a cause for the day, I've said this before in our other Aquarius roast video. They love to talk a big game, like I know everything about this. Meanwhile, like just today they learned about it. So maybe that. I feel like another thing they do well though that's like a little bit more positive is gather people.
Yeah.
They know how to bring people together. And it's that humanitarian in them, I feel like.
Yes, for sure. I feel like they're also very good at thinking outside of the box. And last but certainly not least is Pisces. And it says the only thing Pisces does well is create.
Again, a Pisces made this or what?
Right.
Because that is so sweet. That is really sweet.
That's the only nice one really on here.
No, for real. And like maybe the Taurus one, sex. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure they love that.
Right. Like the Taurus is their partner.
And honestly, the Pisces one should have been sleep. You know what I mean?
Have.
But they are, like, let's talk about it seriously. Pisces are amazing at creating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They know how to visualize shit, and I feel like all that time spent in Fantasyland, if they were to find some sort of way to express themselves, they could really create some beautiful things. You know, if they were to create things based off of what they're dreaming about.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like, to me, creating is a form of escape, you know? We all know Pisces love to live in that escapist.
The thing they do well is escape.
Yeah.
The negative thing. Like, I don't think anyone else, like that's the thing I feel like with Sag and Pisces, maybe it's that Jupiter energy for both of them, is you guys are like, oh, I'm looking at this thing, I don't like it, I'm not gonna look at it anymore. Like, but the thing is still there, like, you know what I mean, like it's still happening, but you guys will, Pisces will go to sleep and you'll just travel to another country. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We both have a very good way of dismissing and ignoring.
Yes, disengaging.
Disengage.
All right, lovely people, thank you for hanging out with us while we react to this very messy list. Don't forget to comment down below with whether you agreed with your own signs, and if you didn't, what would you change it to? Which leads me to my podcast question. If you didn't know, we got a podcast. It's available everywhere, and we also are posting it on YouTube now. But at the end of each YouTube video, we have a question that relates to this topic, and then we discuss it further on the podcast. Are you ready for this week's question?
Yeah.
All right, the question is, which sign would you change? So from this list, which sign would we want to change the most?
Yes.
So don't forget to check out the pod. It goes live every Wednesday. We post our YouTube videos that are not the podcast on Mondays and Thursdays. We're gonna link our socials somewhat over here. We love you guys. We hope Capricorn season is treating y'all right. And have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.